Hey YouTubers, back again. So this video shows you how I built my custom roof rack and how I installed it using strut. So right now you can see that I'm pulling up on this warehouse loading dock. A lot of people don't know that I live in this van full time. As I live in there, I also do installs. So I don't really have a permanent place or a garage or a shop that I was using, so I have to improvise a little bit. And I was driving by this place and I saw that it had a loading dock with about an 8-foot wall, and I was like, yeah, I can use that as scaffolding. So instead of just using a ladder and propping it and moving it around, I just drove right against this wall right here, and then I use it as a scaffolding, and I can maneuver my tools, loading things up on the roof much easier and safer. Right now you see me jumping on the roof right now, and that's one of the unistrut pieces I used for the sides. It's the wider piece, and right now I'm just taking the plugs out. So they have a factory threads and mounting places for a roof rack, and if you don't have that option, they plug it up, and then you use an 8mm bolt. You can see right there I have an 8mm bolt with a locking nut, and then right now I'm just putting lap seal on a piece of unistrut, the smaller piece that I cut out to act as a riser. So you can't just put this unistrut flat across, you actually have to use these risers. And then I fastened it using right there an 8mm bolt that goes right in there. And as I'm doing that, I'm also putting lap sealer, and then I also have a locking washer there. So this is another video of what the plug looks like. So it's like a little piece of tape, pretty much a vinyl piece of tape. It's pretty sticky stuff, but once you get it off of there, you're gonna see that there's a thread, like a bolt right in there. You can't really see it in there, but it's in there. And it's an 8mm bolt, and you see I put a little piece of unistrut there. That piece is actually left over from my truck install of the solar panels.
Hey, what's up YouTubers? So back again. As you can see that I'm walking on a ledge, but yeah, I'm actually installing my solar panel that I just switched off from my pickup trucks to this Ford Transit. So I'm installing 2 Bouge RVs solar panels on top of this bad boy, and I customized the rack again using unistrut or super strut or whatever you want to call the strut. So I'm putting 2 panels, one on that side and one on this side. Right now I'm just configuring how the unistrut's gonna be. This one I used a little bit bigger risers right here. You can see it's like still galvanized. Right now it's only maybe 15 degrees in Denver, so at the moment it's a little cold for painting, so I'm just trying to get this installed and get the solar panels in right away. And right now I'm at a building with a loading dock. If you look really closely right over here, the loading dock's right there, and I parked my truck right here. So then I have this little wall that I'm walking on right now, and that's actually like my scaffolding. So it's, I could just like skim across wherever I want to and not worry about falling. It's pretty crazy. I'm getting a lot of beeps and a lot of honks from truck drivers, and they're seeing that I'm on top of my transit installing this. So yeah, you can see that I got the solar panel like kind of lined up right now. I'll take some pictures afterwards. It's a little cold right now to actually film, but yeah, you can see that I actually also put in my max fan. So that max fan's actually installed. I didn't put a video on it, it was just way too cold. It's just pretty much putting a hole in your roof and putting a fan in. It's not that difficult actually. Finish work is going to be more difficult than that. This one here took me about, already a good 4.5 hours already to get the unistrut. At least the risers are all in, and then cut all the little bracings. So if you look really closely here, I don't know if you can see it, but I put a bracing, well, a riser on top of this riser, and this is the crossbar. Same design that I had on my pickup truck, nothing too fancy. Actually, this is the same solar panel and solar system I'm using. Excuse me. Yeah, it's really cold out here. Luckily, the sun came out, but still a little sketchy. I wouldn't recommend it if you're not that experienced or if you don't have a wall like I do. It's a little icy on top of here, so it's a little slippery. And you definitely don't want to put all your weight on it. I've been using the Unistrut as a knee brace to make sure my weight's a little bit distributed. So yeah, everything's good. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace.